These breadcrumbs suggest Kris Jenner orchestrated Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton's romance for over a decade. While everyone's gasping at their Super Bowl debut, the real story lies in a timeline showing this power couple pairing was years in the making. Picture this: 2014, Kim Kardashian meets a certain 7-time Formula One world champion at the GQ Men of the Year Awards. Fast forward to February 2026, and they're making headlines sitting together at Super Bowl 60, with Lewis worth $450 million and Kim sitting pretty at $1.9 billion. But here's where things get juicy. The evidence shows momager Kris Jenner saw this coming from a mile away. Let's rewind to 2015, when the first major clue dropped. After Hamilton scored another F1 victory, Kris Jenner posted on social media, "Congratulations, Lewis Hamilton. And we are so proud of you." Notice that phrasing, "we are so proud." Not congratulations from a fan, but pride like family. Everyone thought Kris was setting up her younger daughter Kendall with the racing superstar, especially after those yacht photos from Monaco went viral. But what if we got it wrong? What if Kris was playing a longer game, thinking about Kim all along? The evidence appears everywhere once you start connecting dots. That same Easter in 2015, Lewis Hamilton wasn't just hanging out with random celebrities. He spent the holiday with the Kardashian West family. Kanye himself spilled the tea, saying, "Lewis Hamilton's over at my house and we're playing some music in my studio. We're having an Easter brunch and all of the family's there. My wife's family, my friends, everything." Then came Glastonbury that summer, where Hamilton joined the entire Kardashian crew in the VIP section when Kanye headlined. This wasn't friendship, this was family integration. And who's always orchestrating family dynamics? Kris Jenner. Jump to 2019, and there's Kris again, showing up in the Monaco Grand Prix pits with Hamilton. Not as a casual fan, but as someone clearly maintaining a relationship with this man for years. Meanwhile, Kim's marriage to Kanye was quietly crumbling behind the scenes, though none of us knew it yet. Now, here's where the timeline gets really interesting. Kim files for divorce from Kanye in February 2021. That same year, she and Lewis reconnect at the WSJ Magazine Innovator Awards, the first time they're photographed together as both single people. Coincidence? In the Jenner family, there are no coincidences. The whispers started getting louder in 2023 when both Kim and Lewis showed up to support their mutual friend, Pharrell Williams, at his Louis Vuitton Paris Fashion Week show. They weren't photographed together, but sources say they spent significant time talking that night. By April 2024, Kim's relationship with Odell Beckham Jr. ends, and suddenly, she's completely free for the first time in years. Fast forward to December 31st, 2025. Kim and Lewis both attend Kate Hudson's New Year's Eve party in Aspen. Then on February 2nd, 2026, they fly together from the UK to Paris on Kim's $140 million private jet, entering a hotel through an underground garage like they're avoiding paparazzi. 6 days later, they make their public debut at the Super Bowl, and the internet loses its collective mind. But here's what really seals the deal on the Kris Jenner master plan theory: her reaction to the relationship going public. A source close to the family revealed, Kris approves, and yes, she's already thinking big. She's thinking Formula One, Skims, luxury, Europe, legacy. Notice how prepared she sounds? Like she's been thinking about this exact scenario for years? Another insider spilled even more tea. Momager Kris Jenner is thrilled her daughter has finally found someone. She's very high on Lewis and delighted to see Kim enjoying herself with someone who's a clear winner. That last phrase is key: clear winner. Kris Jenner doesn't use that terminology lightly. She's talking about someone she's been evaluating as relationship material for a long time. The business synergy seems too perfect to be accidental. Kim's Skims brand, now valued at $5 billion, has collaborations across football, basketball, tennis, and gymnastics. Formula One represents one of the last major global platforms she hasn't meaningfully entered. Dating Lewis Hamilton gives her access to an entirely new demographic of wealthy international consumers. Meanwhile, Hamilton gets access to Kim's 353 million Instagram followers, compared to his 42.2 million, a massive boost for his personal brand as he transitions into his Ferrari era. But it's not just about business. The personal compatibility was always there, carefully cultivated over a decade of friendship. In past interviews, Hamilton described his ideal partner as someone who's fun, someone who's as outgoing as I am. She's got to be willing to be spontaneous, and someone brought up with good values. Meanwhile, Kim recently said on her sister Khloe's podcast that she wants good morals and values. A calm person, dependable, takes accountability. They're literally describing each other. and Kris Jenner was there to witness these conversations over the years. The kid's angle proves how deep this planning goes. According to sources, Lewis has already met Kim's 4 children: North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm. One insider revealed Lewis is calm, respectful, and very present. That matters. He's not trying to be their dad, he's just showing up. The fact that Northwest, who's notoriously protective of her father Kanye, hasn't pushed back against Lewis suggests this introduction was carefully orchestrated and timed perfectly. Even more telling is how they've handled the Kanye situation. Sources say Kim and Lewis are deliberately keeping things low-key because they're worried about triggering West. But here's the kicker. Kanye reportedly accused Hamilton of creeping on Kim back when they used to hang out during his marriage. A source told Globe magazine that Kanye was raging over the alleged romance, calling Lewis a slimy, two-faced rat. If Kanye suspected something was brewing years ago, what does that say about how long this connection has been simmering? The privacy strategy also screams Kris Jenner management. When pressed about Kim at Bahrain preseason testing, Lewis set a firm boundary. "It's my private life. I'm not talking about that." This isn't the response of someone caught off guard by dating rumors. This is someone who's been media trained for this exact moment. Meanwhile, Kim's been dropping subtle hints for months. In February, she posted an Instagram video with sisters Kylie and Khloe. And lip-reading experts claim you can hear Lewis in the background saying, "No, I don't take just any girl to my mom. I mean, you're gonna meet someday. She is very excited to see you." That level of family integration doesn't happen overnight. It's been building for years. The most damning evidence might be the strategic timing of their public debut. The Super Bowl gets 115 million viewers globally. And they chose that moment to go public right as Lewis transitions to Ferrari, one of the most valuable brands in sports. The optics seem too perfect, the timing too precise for this to be organic, and critics are already calling it a showmance. The same accusations thrown at Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet when they first went public. But the difference is the decade-long foundation that's been carefully laid. This isn't a publicity stunt. It's the culmination of a very patient, very calculated plan. Looking at Kris Jenner's track record, this level of long-term relationship planning isn't unprecedented. She's been accused of orchestrating storylines and relationships for years, always with an eye toward maximum brand benefit. The fact that she was publicly supporting Lewis as far back as 2015, maintaining contact through 2019, and is now thinking big about their future proves she's been playing chess while everyone else was playing checkers. A source close to Kim's circle perfectly summarized the situation. Formula One is one of the last major global platforms she has not meaningfully entered. Partnering, romantically or otherwise, with someone embedded in fashion and entertainment would be an astute move from a branding perspective. But here's what makes this different from other Kardashian relationships: the genuine foundation. Kim has always liked Lewis, according to sources, and she's excited about their romantic connection. He makes her feel safe, and she genuinely enjoys spending time with him. After a tumultuous divorce from Kanye, a chaotic 9-month fling with Pete Davidson, and a brief relationship with Odell Beckham Jr., Kim finally has someone who brings stability. The age factor works perfectly too. At 45 and 41 respectively, they're both at life stages where they want something real and lasting. Lewis recently revealed he hadn't had a long-term relationship in nearly a decade, saying, "I really focused on these last 10 years on getting everything I can out of my performance." Now that his racing career is winding down, the timing is perfect for love. Even the reported future plans sound quintessentially Jenner orchestrated. Tabloid sources claim the couple has discussed having a baby together via surrogacy, with Hamilton keen to become a father soon. While unverified, it fits the pattern of Kris thinking several moves ahead. So did Kris Jenner plan Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton's relationship years ago? The evidence suggests she absolutely saw the potential and spent a decade nurturing the connection, waiting for the perfect moment when both were single, successful, and ready for something real. Whether you call it planning or just exceptional matchmaking instincts, one thing is clear: when Kris Jenner sees an opportunity for her family to level up, she plays the long game better than anyone in Hollywood. And honestly, with Kim's billion-dollar empire and Lewis's legendary racing career now combining forces, this might be her greatest masterpiece yet. The question isn't whether Kris planned this, it's what she's planning next.